We will start in few minutes. The topic
Sure.
for today is all the product updates and changes, especially the changes in the governance layer. So in last few days, you might have seen the teachers' access get limited. Like they will only able to see the batches, students, and courses inside operations, which are only assigned to them. So we will discuss this today and more updates on product side. Priyanshu and Raja, our main engineering lead, they will both of them will explain the changes. Raja, should we start or wait for a few more minutes?
I think we can start.
Yeah.
Note takers are here, but
Yeah, maybe let me remove some of the note takers.
Amit, let the note takers be there. Some people don't attend, but
Okay.
they have the summary from the note takers, so let it be there.
Okay.
We restricted the teacher's role. Teachers' roles only be view and assign the test. Earlier used to be like they used to get courses tab here, and they can edit the course and respective test. But from now onwards, like they will only able to see the operation tab here, and in operation tab, they will only able to assign, right? Assign any test, or they can view any test, and they can also view the insights and batches and other stuffs as well. But if you want to grant any course to respective teacher, then you need to assign this batch. Teachers must be assigned to respective batch to view and manage course under operation. Earlier, this was not the restrictions, but now you have to assign teacher in any batch to have access on any course you want, right? For like you can create batch, any batch like October, and any course you want, select like your respective course, and you can assign any teacher you want to give access to that course. You can add that teacher as well here, and any this users you want to add, you can add, and you can create a batch. This is the first update and the restrictions we added for the role teacher. And another, we added two things. You will be able to see in settings, user platform settings, where admins and super admins and manager have this access to update. First is community. Community, you can add any community name. Like for what we are using, like join our Discord as the name we added, and community link, because we are having Discord community, right? You can add this community. Another is testimonial. Testimonial, you can add any name, like any name, label name. This is the actual label name, which will be visible at the other side, user platform. You can add any testimonial. For now, like what we are using testimonial like love.lanky.ai. So that this will be directly reflected. If you update, this will be directly reflected on the other end, the user side. You can see here, like there is a share the love. This is the testimonial we have added. Same you can also add. And there is community. Join our Discord. We added. You can also add as per your need. These are the things we have updated currently. And any and operations we only updated for the role teacher. Nothing any earlier. Admin and super admin have all the admin and primary admin and manager have all the access. Anything else you want to know about the role teacher and these updates, let me know.
Particularly, I have to add on the community. Hi guys. Basically, the reason we have added, because many people have their own community, be it WhatsApp, be it Discord, wherever you are managing your community. And it was a common request for us to allow your current users or the leads that are coming in onto the website to kind of, go to a place where they can be nurtured further. So this is just a way for you to kind of, bring maybe high intent users into your community where they can be, further nurtured and kind of hopefully eventually converted. And same is the testimonial. I guess people have been asking this as well, because testimonials help you grow. And if these links are right there on the product, chances are people are going to see and kind of, give you a testimonial. Any questions regarding any of these things? All right.
I'll continue with the rest of the updates.
Yes,
Yeah, so recently, yeah, my screen is visible, right? So recently we have updated the AI avatars and AI agents UI. We have done this because previously we had a lot of avatars coming on, and we had to horizontally scroll, and it was increasing, scroll time and clicks. So right now, what we have done is brought all the necessary sections that might be useful for you to segregate this. So we have divided this AI avatar screen into these three parts, where all the avatars can be seen in this tab. Whatever avatars that you have created for you that contains primary avatar, course avatar, or like normal avatars that can be deployed will be shown in this created by you tab. And whatever you have deployed already to the user side, which user are able to see, will be displayed on this deployed on user platform, where you can come and undeploy or make edits. From here you can deploy, and from already deployed section you can come here and undeploy if you want. Same goes to the AI agent section. We have segregated it by here. We don't have the all button at first. Here the first tab contains all the agents that are provided as a template to you from us. To test it out, you can directly start by clicking on this agent itself. Other than that, for making more further changes for edits, you can just clone it for yourself, and then when it is cloned, it will come under your created by you section. Then further you can have edits and deployment as you want. So these are the UI updates related to AI avatars and AI agents. Other than that, we have two major updates regarding play and practice. First, that we had this practice with avatar. In this case, we have learn cues and Mia, but for your portal, it will be your avatar. that practice with avatar used to be in the play and practice area. Now it is shifted to Learning Hub, which will be visible now in Learning Hub. And also we have done such a update that even if your the topic that a student is selecting, that topic does not contain enough number of questions, which we earlier have threshold of some 5 or 10 questions. Right now, if your topic does not contain that threshold also, it can start up with your practice with avatar. Sorry, I clicked it here. And in play and practice, we had a similar update where the same threshold, limitation is now removed. Any of your topic, which even though it does not contain enough number of questions, you can have a fresh start with it. Like even if it contains 0 questions, you can start. The student can start practicing. If you have less number of questions, suppose you have 10 number of questions, and the student is going to exhaust that 10 questions, our AI will start generating further questions to meet the requirements that the student is going to have. Suppose the student needs to practice more harder questions, then our AI will generate harder questions for that particular topic, and they can continue the practice as they like. So here are the 2 major updates regarding play and practice. First is that it is the practice with avatar is in this section, and both have no limitations for questions as for now for any topic. So yeah, any questions regarding this?
Teju, can you go back? Can you actually maybe show it in action? I think
Yeah.
that would be useful for people. I guess the biggest thing is you guys can now provide unlimited practice in any of the new courses that you are adding, through our portal. And let's say you, like previously, the behavior was that we needed certain number of questions for these features to be up on your side. Now we have removed all those restrictions, and if you have added any questions on those topics, we will use those questions as like a seed template and just generate more questions on those topics, at different difficulty levels. So the idea would be like, we would highly encourage everybody to kind of add some questions on every topic, so that our AI has some sort of understanding that, what kind of questions, what is the pattern, what is the style of asking questions, all those kind of understanding. And once that is there, whenever you are deploying these courses, we are just generating, or we will actually ask you, like, do you want us to generate questions for these topics which have less number of questions? And we'll just go ahead, with your permission, we'll just go ahead and in the background just generate a lot of questions that will allow these features. Like, so if you go into, Priyanshu, can you go into any of these like practice with avatar? So practice with avatar is sort of like an infinite practice for users. So in this case, the behavior, what happens, it usually pulls the question from the database first on that topic. And in this case, because linear equations or linear equation question was pulled, and you can see, if you zoom your screen, Priyanshu, like, user has many options here. He can ask, like, can you give me more, give me similar problem, give me easier problem, give me harder, give me a hint, explain the solution, where did I go wrong, explain the concepts involved. So, I mean, there are just a ton of, ready-made prompt, and obviously a user can actually ask anything that they want as well, like from the AI. But this sort of creates like an infinite practice loop for them.
Yeah.
Like an infinite practice, that too, like, highly adaptive and highly personalized, for the person. So the AI is constantly, if it is seeing there are enough questions in the database, it is going to pull it from the database. If it sees it's not in the database, it is going to just generate on the fly based on what user is requesting. And this feature had certain restrictions because we needed certain number of questions to kind of seed the chats. But we have removed all the instructions, and we basically request you to let our system generate more similar questions at the time of deployment of the course. Any questions regarding this? And similar is the behavior on the play and practice. I guess you guys see play and practice only in the digital sat right now, because in digital sat we had a lot of questions, and that's why we were able to kind of run the engine of play and practice, because every game requires at least 5 questions. So if a user is going to play, even if let's say 20 games, that means in general like let's say 100 question is required on that topic, given, I mean, that's not exactly the math. If he has made a mistake, that question is eligible to come up in any future game as well. So these were some of the some of the rules with which we allow gamification engine to run. But there we actually show you also like AI recommendations, a lot of other stuff. So I would say give it a try. Deploy these 2 things in any of the courses that you guys have built, and it will kind of give your user an infinite practice loop. These were all the updates I guess.
Definitely, when Kushal says infinite, definitely it can go infinite, but it's definitely limited to the respective plan that the student has got assigned, which is Pro or Pro Max. So if they need more chat, either we can enable billing on your side so that they can purchase more number of chats, and definitely that is the meaning of infinite. Okay, but it's definitely limited by the number of chats in their respective plan. Right,
Yeah,
Kushal?
I mean, yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, Piyush. But yeah, in theory it is yeah, it's limited by the number of chats,
Yeah,
but otherwise,
technically it can go beyond, right? But that's the
yes.
reason, because we do also have to bear cost for this every chat. So keeping that in mind, that's a limitation to the plan, but students can definitely pay more, and we have also enabled subscription. So depending upon your organization, they can purchase like say $4 can give them a number of chats. You guys have any questions? Anybody?
Yeah, I guess at this point we are done with some of the updates we had. We can take people question at this point.
If anybody has any question, Saswati, Kazira, right? If not, we can give back your 30-35 minutes. And thanks for joining for this